Alrighty, so I'm just opening up the file here. It's a complicated process that I use to kind of colorize all this, and I've sped up the video so you didn't have to sit through 20 minutes of this to see it. But so here I'm just organizing files. I'm opening all the like files for this particular animation clip in Photoshop. Now I'm going in and adjusting levels so that the lines that I've inked over are really dark, so that it makes it pretty clear whenever I go in and color with the paint bucket tool where the lines are, and I don't have to constantly be adjusting the sensitivity on that. I can just set it kind of high and let it flush out any of the pencil that's left or anything like that. So this is my template essentially to start with. So I'm going through and coloring all the areas on my first frame, color the belt and adjust things. I'm going off of other frames I've used just so the colors are like for the uniforms. So this is frame 2, going through and doing the same thing, coloring it, filling in everything. Now the most important frame when we get there will be frame 1, because that's the one that's the longest in each clip. You have frame 1 will be for half a second or so before the character is killed off. So the first frame is what the viewer really sees. The rest is kind of quick motion, so if things aren't perfect, and this might be a good example of that, if things aren't perfect or there's still some white marks or some, you know, it's not completely opaque all through the entire thing, it's okay, because you're only seeing it for about 1/10 of a second anyhow. So yeah, there my mouse had died, so I had to resurrect it. So come back and finish coloring that in, and yeah, so here same thing, coloring through, but this is the last frame. So this one you'll see a couple frames, you'll see it, but it's going to move out of frame. So here's frame 1. So I always want to be a little bit more careful on this one as far as the coloring goes. Make sure it's more even. The belt, the uniform, I'll go back and do the buttons and his musket he's got there. Yeah. So back to that. So they were all saved. So now I'm going to open all of them back up. They're all saved as JPEGs. So they're all opened back up. So now I'm going to go through and create a larger blank file and cut out each of the characters on each of the JPEGs and put all of the cutouts on one, in order, on one file. So that's frame 1. So I size it to kind of where I want it in terms of size on the frame, and I'll go back and cut out all the others, and then after they're all in there, resize them as well. The smart thing to do is actually just to resize them all together all at once, but you know, I guess I wasn't thinking, so it's not a big deal though. You just got to eyeball it whenever you're adjusting the size again. And you kind of start to see the frame, or the clip rather, come together as I put these in there. Of course, the motion's really quick through that's in each of these frames. This clip will only be about 1 to 2 seconds long when it's done, because it's just, you know, he's shot in the chest and then grabs his chest and falls over. That's all he does. So it's really quick, and there's a lot of these kind of along the way. Yeah. So here I'm kind of where I want my animation when I go through finally. And I'm not animating in this video, but this will give you an idea. So I place them kind of where I want them through the animation, you know, play with them. And then whenever I put the background in, all I have to do is, you know, frame 1, 2, 3, 4. You see? So just go 1, 2, 3. See there? And that gives you an idea. So there we go. Save them all in there. Save that file. And thank you for watching.